You guys are looking at the back seat. Sorry, guys. Let me fix it. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. Every time I get in the car, it's like a little bit different. Sorry, guys. It's Tuesday. Feels like it's Monday still. I don't know why I feel like singing to you guys in the morning. It's like a natural. Okay, I put all. Okay. What is up, everybody? It is Tuesday morning on this beautiful morning in Virginia. How's everybody doing today? Are you guys all as shocked as I am? After such a long time, we have this. I can't even believe it. Well, in the very beginning, I actually believed he was going to take a plea deal. But then it was not a thing. It didn't happen. So I was like, okay, well, he wants to be an infamous serial killer. Like, he wants to be known as Ted Bundy. And Ted Bundy wouldn't have taken a plea deal. But then we watched him start to argue over the death penalty, and the possibility of a firing squad must scare him. And so, I mean, he must have not thought he could beat it. So why not take the plea? The only thing that I didn't like, I believe it's Kaylee's family. I know Xana's family spoke out as well. But one of the families spoke out and said that they were notified by mail. Hey, Misunderstood. Thanks for the hundos. And it's like, if you were notified by mail and it was this severity of an incident, like, is that a typical procedure for them to notify victim families in the mail that, oh, hey, we might have offered this man some type of plea deal? I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. And I don't blame them for being upset. Oh my God, look at the island. Oh, these new ones are so cool. Wow, we're like on a little turtle island without the turtles. But yeah, I just can't. It's like, it's just been such a long time, and we've all been anticipating this trial. I just can't even imagine what these poor victim families feel like. They've been anticipating the trial. They've moved the trial, so they've had to make accommodations to get to the correct place to be able to be at trial. Like, I don't even have words. The only thing is, on Wednesday, tomorrow, they're going to have a hearing, and I believe they all still have to officially sign the paperwork. So, from what I understand, there's still a small chance of somebody not signing once all of the fine print is on the paperwork. I highly doubt that would be a thing. Look at the little marshmallow fingers. I feel like I have marshmallow fingers like that. But I feel like it would be very low likely to have that occur, to where the judge or somebody decides, oh, never mind. Because once this is done and they've made headlines that Bryan is going to be accepting a plea deal, you can't really turn around and then go to trial for him, right? Because now he's practically admitted that he did it. Donna, that's what I was actually just saying that, because I think I saw your comment in Dolly's last night saying, like, praying the judge rejects it. I don't believe that's going to be a thing, because think about it. If the judge rejects the plea deal, he would go to trial, and then it would already be in the public. Not necessarily like, I mean, where would they find people that don't know about it or hadn't heard about it? it's already out there that he's accepted a plea deal and has agreed to plead guilty. Nobody's going to plead guilty unless they're guilty. I'm sorry. And so I don't believe that's going to be a thing where like the judge denies it or whatnot, because how do you fairly try him after that? Can he receive a fair trial after he's done basically, after he's practically admitted that he's guilty? I don't think so. I mean, that's literally like Karen Reed saying she hit him and then coming back to try and get tried. It's just, it doesn't work. It doesn't work in the normal world. It works when you have, $1 million attorneys, I guess. But for everybody else, which Bryan has a public defender, but for everybody else, that's typically not how it works. And so I don't think that it's going to be a case. I think that now that they've publicly, officially announced it, it's really going to be how it is. Because they can't take back their words. They can't take back the fact that he's been offered this plea deal and that he's accepted. So it's like you can't go back and say like, oh, I said I was guilty just to get out of the death penalty because, I wasn't actually guilty. It just doesn't work that way. So, I mean, and I was shocked at Dolly, who usually is a capital punishment type of guy, last night on his show says, well, justice was served. And I'm like, I mean, I guess if you think that allowing him to live his best life in the penitentiary is justice, but Kaylee's father, I think he's the most outspoken one, and he's the one that literally probably was just imagining what it would be like to be on the execution squad. And I mean, I don't blame him. I'm trying to fix these glasses so that I can put these on instead of the ones I'm wearing. Doesn't really match the gray. I don't think it was. You don't think what was? He was always, he was here on my local news. You do have a point. They wouldn't get good jurors. They wouldn't be able to get jurors. Because even if it was, it's just not possible. It's not possible at all. Others were involved also. I always thought there was others involved. Because it's such a heinous crime. And there's such a short period of time, supposedly, that passed. Oh, I bet he's pissed. That it didn't make any sense to me as to why or how or what. If it was only him by himself, he must have had like super magical powers. Because like I said, it's just, I don't see how it's possible. And then with the amount of blood supposedly on the scene, and him not getting any blood on anything or anywhere, like, he really wanted to be, I think that he ultimately really truly wanted to be Bundy, and then he messed up, and so now he's gonna have to suffer the consequences of it. I have a headache this morning, so we're gonna swap these out. Here we are. I think the FBI effed up and they offered Bryan a good deal, so I think the state did it. Huh? I think the FBI effed up and they offered Bryan a good deal, so I think the state did it. Oh. Instead of dropping the case, they did it this way. What do you mean instead of dropping the case? And when I didn't know the FBI was involved, I still wonder how he did it all by himself. I just don't think it's possible. Good morning, Candace. Good to see you this morning. Casey, Steve G said that ever since the leak that he feels like they have been trying to hurry up and get rid of this case. Huh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. But why would they leak that, like, stuff? It's just, you know that anytime that kind of leak is done, it puts the case at jeopardy. I just don't know. I wish she had to explain how he did it. Yeah, I know, right? That would be ideal. Like, and then he has to say sorry to, like, the family members or tell them what his problem is or who he targeted or something. But then if he has that opportunity, he may be, you know, trying to benefit from the act by making a movie or whatnot. And I hate that. I don't think that's okay ever. I just don't. Just like the RA case and the leaked photos. Richard Allen and the leaked photos of what, Bridge Guy, or the scene, the crime scene, which is still weird. They posted that all over Twitter after the decisions and all that, and he was charged. All the people that were on his side or whatever posted all the pictures and stuff that were leaked earlier of the girls and their bodies positioning and everything. And I'm like, was that really necessary? There will be a book later down the road. Oh, I'm certain of it. He thinks he's something else. He thinks he's special. Like he committed the perfect crime. I think that was his point. I think that was why he did it. I just can't, like, when you're that evil, how can you even be scared of death? Like, that is so weird to me. Yes, Bridge Guy on the crime scene. Yes, of the girls. Yes, they did. And then that guy unalived himself, and then he ended up being a part of the defense, or like, it's weird. All of this stuff that goes on is so weird. Thank you, Belinda. Ooh, I got a floating heart. I love it. A movie and a book. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Bryan admitted his guilt when he said to the police, has anyone else been arrested? I agree. And there was another serial killer that had said that. And I don't know that it's, I don't know why they do that or what the point of that is. Either there was another person, which I don't know now, but at the same time, I feel like there has to be, because it's just so massive of a scene and such a big, bad crime. Oh my God, Helena, thank you. Look at the little party blowers. Wow, they really did it up for the summertime, huh, didn't they? Southern Truth. They proved that was a lie. Even Steve G said, oh. He didn't, so he didn't say that? Is that what that means? Wow. See, how did we get that and then it's not true? That is just so, I just don't get that. Why are we getting parts of the story, like, as if it's a made-up story? Why would we get that information and that's not even true? They said that he asked for the plea deal June 26th, was either the same day Ted Bundy played it guilty or got found guilty or whatever. This dude is a freaking psycho. Really? I believe it. I believe it. He thinks he's Ted Bundy. He's like, he's done convinced himself that he's like Ted Bundy reincarnate, I bet. Yeah. Not a good look. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's definitely not. He's not right. And then they have him in court. I hope he's shackled. We never get to see him up close because, God forbid, you're zooming in on his weenie or something. Like, what in the world? Never heard of such a thing, ever. When has there been a murder defendant of 4 innocent victims that literally has all of these perks? Like, we can't see him up close. It's against his religion. Like, just stop it. He didn't ask if anybody else was caught. Okay. That's a weird thing to try and spread a rumor on. Like, why would we share that? That's so weird to me. Reverend Donna was right, tell Dolly. Oh, what was she right about? Kohberger? We all knew he was guilty. I don't know that that's a really massive prediction, but... And, so now if the judge approves the plea deal, that rules out the death penalty, right? Yep. That rules out the death penalty. She said he did it. Oh. We all said he did it. Dolly said he did it. So does that make him as right as Reverend Donna? I don't dislike Reverend Donna Serafina. I just don't. hyper focus on anybody's ability like that. I don't know. I mean, Pittsburgh nurse, it's crazy. Why were there headlines talking about people zooming in on his crotch? I mean, nobody gives a damn about his weenie. That's for sure. I pray we find out the whole truth. We never find out the whole truth. Thank you, Belinda. Thank you so much. I'm gonna heart it. What are all the people that are all about his innocence gonna do now? That's another thing. Like, there are so many people convinced that he's being set up or that he didn't do it or something. It's weird as shit. Like, oh God, they're probably gonna say he has to do it or something. Like, he feels threatened. Who knows? I can't even imagine, because I don't think like that. But it's just like, ugh. I need coffee. I mean, of all the nasty things state has done. Yeah, I know. And not everybody has the right to a plea deal. So it's like they didn't have to offer him one, right? I don't know how that works exactly, but I didn't think they had to offer him one. But you could tell he was scared, because they tried to take the death penalty off the table several times. The one time they wanted to know exactly how it would be done, whether or not he'd get the firing squad. And then the second time around, I think they tried to plead autism and that he will be in a state of anxiousness until the day that it happens. Like, something real strange. I'm just like, clearly the guy's afraid of the firing squad or the death penalty. But it's like, you should have thought of that when you hurt people. Like, how do you have such a death stare and no feelings, but yet have feelings for yourself? It's just like ugh. That makes it even more disgusting. That he literally is just, ugh. Man. And we were really discussing all the stuff we needed to go to, all the trials coming up and whatnot. What would be crazy is if Stephen Stearns takes a plea deal. I don't think he will, because he's tone deaf. If you guys have followed the case of Maddie Soto, her accused, he's on the phone with his parents all the time, talking about his canteen, and he needs his hard candies, and he loved Maddie, and he couldn't believe it, and his parents sit there and talk with him about it as if he didn't have pictures of his weenie in the poor child's mouth. Like, it's trigger warning, like extreme trigger warning. I have a daughter the same age as Maddie, and it makes me sick. I don't want to go to Florida. I might end up going just because I love supporting causes, and for me, Maddie Soto and that unaliving is close to the heart because of that. But man, and his parents just sit there and talk to him, and I get it, like, that's your kid, so I get it, but like, I don't think it's really hit home, like, what your child is accused of doing, and the fact that you're still continuously speaking with him and pacifying him and his bad behaviors, trying to put it off on the girl's mother, who I believe should be in some sort of trouble. But that's me. That's my opinion. And, thank you. I'm gonna get coffee. I can't stand it. I don't know what it is. It's like I've got a headache. And, I started a little bit early. And, so ever since I was at the pool all day and I kind of overdid it, I've just kind of been like, ugh. That's what I feel like, at least. Like, but, and I've got this weird angle. I'm kind of like looking at you guys from the side. It's so, like, slightly uncomfortable. I would love to go to that case. Stephen Stearns, he's got 2 cases. They split up all of his charges because he's just such a disgusting human. He had, like, hundreds of images of CP on his phone, and a lot of it to do with Maddie. And so that's one court date and one set of crimes, and then the other set of crimes was for the actual SA abuse and the unaliving. And so there's actually 2 big ass trials that he's involved in, and he's sitting there having the nerve to have conversations with his mom and dad about hard candies that he's out of, or coffee. Sir, oh God, some people are just so removed from reality that it's crazy. And then his parents have the nerve to be up on their little soapbox and freaking crying about how YouTubers are talking about him, or YouTubers are dissecting their phone calls. Yes, we are. We are. The CP case is first. Yes. Do they have the DP in Florida? They have to have the DP. He's not gonna. Thank you, Kathy. I got another floating heart. I love them. But yeah, they have to have the DP in Florida. Florida is one of the most lawfully correct states, in my opinion. To me, I feel like they seem to do things by the same laws that I would abide to. Wade Wilson is on death penalty. Yes. He's in Florida. Yes. Okay. And Wade Wilson, man, I still see videos about him, and I never really followed that case, but he looked like he was a crazy person too. I knew it was coming. I'm sorry, Helena. I didn't mean to contagiously yawn at you, or with you, since it's contagious. But I don't know. It's like we just crossed off a case that we don't have to go to, and it's like bittersweet, because it's like he is going to be put away for life, but at the same time he's going to be given air, which all of the victims no longer have. So like it's just like, it's a hard thing. He was crazy. Have a woman followed him too and sending money at, oh God, yeah. Stearns told his parents he wants DP. Really? I didn't see that update, but that shocks me, because he seems like he's a sociopath. He seems like he's all about himself and loves himself, just like BK does. And I would be shocked. I think he may just be saying that for pity, because he seems to really get off on gaining sympathy from others. And Stearns, I believe, is on the phone with his parents, basically like, woe me, but he never says like, oh, feel sorry for me. He just does that passive aggressive like, woe is me, I don't have good pillows, and my back and my eyeglasses. And when his dad tried to talk him through how he needed to get reading glasses, he just like, well, I don't know how to do it, you know, like, oh my God, he's afraid of going to population. Apparently he should be. He definitely should be. Good. So hopefully he gets that for him. Heck, I don't even think is Bryan Kohberger going to be secluded all his life? He seems like a crazy person. Like, that would suit him really well. But when are we giving these people what they're wanting? Like, he always throughout this trial had gotten everything. Like, what case can you think of whereas the defendant gets rights and doesn't have to be filmed in a courtroom because he feels that his crotch is being violated? Like, what? I've just never heard of it before, ever. So, I think we need to start just doing things by the book, follow the law. Nobody's different. Nobody gets better. Nobody gets special treatment. And bam, be done with it. But sadly, there's defendants that could hire $1 million attorneys and get away with murder. O.J. Simpson, Casey Anthony, Karen Reed, in my opinion. Yeah, so JSP showed him yesterday. What happened? I think there's a 20-year-old that There's a 20-year-old that's tatted up like Wade Wilson and is now in jail for unaliving a girl. Oh, wow. Jeez. Judge Hibbler ruined this case. Really? I mean, yeah. Alright, guys. It's time for me to go in. You guys are the best. It's been 25 minutes today. Thanks for being here with me every morning. And try to be kind to somebody today. Other than that, I got nothing. Unfortunately, the victims are treated like the criminals. Yeah, right. I agree. JSP is in a while. I haven't watched JSP either. I don't know what it was. Something. He the way he reacted to the person requesting him to be on Turtle Island, I didn't like it. It was like I'm way too better for you or something attitude. I didn't like it. But yeah. You guys are the best. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys later. Bicycle.